Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ruth Reacts to Books. I'm your host, Ruxie, Ruth McGouth. And it has been 2 weeks since I was last with you. Sorry for the long hiatus. So the reason is that the book I'm reading at night is over 1,000 pages long. So it's going to take me a long time to get through that. So I also listen to audiobooks when I'm driving. And so I haven't had a lot of road trips lately. So that's why I wasn't here last week. I didn't have a book that I finished to share with everybody. So it's been a couple weeks since I've been with you all, and what a couple of weeks it has been. It's been a tough few weeks. This morning I had the opportunity to spend some time with some beautiful 3rd through 6th graders. And one of the topics we were talking about was things that make them sad. And of course, the topic of the state of the world came up. It was one of the first things that was said. And so I was thinking that something I wanted to share with all of you, the same thing that we talked about with these kids, because I think it goes for people of all ages, that there is a lot of complete bullshit that is happening right now in our country. And it can feel very, very difficult to just keep on going and keep on doing those same things that we do every day when we don't feel normal on the inside. And so first of all, those feelings of anxiety and fear are completely normal and very valid feelings to have right now. And also, I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone, and there are people who care about you. I care about you. So in these terrible times, reach out for connection to others. Find a community of people who can remind you that you are not alone, and can remind your mind and your heart and your body that you are not alone. Because even if we tell ourselves that, sometimes it's hard for our bodies to understand that. We have to stick together in these very difficult times. So let's talk about some books. The book that I'm reacting to today is this one. It's for my book club, Veronica Mars, and it's called The $1,000 Tan Line. And so this is a book, it was my first pick for book club, and this is the book that I picked. So it was on my reading list. And for those who don't know, Veronica Mars is actually a television show from like maybe the 2000s. And I was introduced to it by one of my college best friends, Kevin. Very good at picking television shows, my friend Kevin. Very smart guy. And so we watched that back when I was in college. There's 2 seasons of the show that's out there. And then I found out after reading this book that there's actually also a movie of Veronica Mars that came out later. And then there are 2 books. So this is the first book, and then there's another book that I'll probably also read because I am a big Veronica Mars fan. So I know you can't see, but the person that plays Veronica Mars is Kristen Bell. So for my younger viewers, Kristen Bell, she also played Anna from Frozen. And then she also played the main girl from The Good Place. I can't remember what her character's name was in that. But that's kind of some of the things that she's famous for. So this is a novel kind of continuing the story. This takes place, in the television show, she's in high school. So this takes place like something like 10 years after high school, when she's gone to college and she's gone to law school and she has a law degree. And then she comes back and is helping her dad, and her dad is a private investigator. So this kind of takes place after the show is over, and we kind of skip the college years and we're coming back after that, which is pretty neat. And then it's by Rob Thomas and Jennifer Graham. So it's not by Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20, but he is frequently mistaken for being the creator of Veronica Mars. But no, this Rob Thomas is a famous Hollywood writer. So he wrote Veronica Mars, and he also wrote a couple other things. Like one of his most recent things, he wrote like iZombie, which is another good television show that I watched. So that's the book. So I give it 5 stars. So I'll go ahead and read the back, and then I'll tell you what I liked about it, and we'll talk about the book a little bit. All right, from Rob Thomas, the creator of the groundbreaking television series and movie Veronica Mars, comes the first book in a thrilling new mystery series. 10 years after graduating from high school in Neptune, California, Veronica Mars is back in the land of sun, sand, crime, and corruption. She's traded in her law degree for her old private investigating license. Struggling to keep Mars' investigations afloat on the scant cash earned by catching cheating spouses until she can score her first big case. Now it's spring break, and college students descend on Neptune, transforming the beaches and boardwalks into a frenzied week-long rave. When a girl disappears from a party, Veronica is called in to investigate. But this is no simple missing persons case. The house the girl vanished from belongs to a man with serious criminal ties. And soon Veronica is plunged into a dangerous underworld of drugs and organized crime. And when a major break in the investigation has a shocking connection to Veronica's past, the case hits closer to home than she ever imagined. Dun dun dun. So I gave the book 5 stars. And I have to admit, there might be some kind of like nostalgia bias there. I don't know if I would have given the book 5 stars, like if I hadn't already watched the show and like been that invested in love with Veronica Mars, the show, and like already knew so much about the characters. So if someone random had picked up the book, I don't know. I can't really tell you because that's not what happened. So what I liked, this is a physical copy of the book, obviously, and I did look at some stuff in this book, but mostly I actually listened to it on audiobook because it was narrated by Kristen Bell, Veronica Mars herself, and it was amazing. So it was just kind of like actually getting to, watch it happen in front of your, face, but really on a book being read to you by a movie star. It's kind of amazing. So I listened to it on audiobook, and then if there was something I wanted to go back, I would like go back and look in the book to see like, is that what she said? What happened earlier? And so I loved that about it, getting to hear Kristen Bell bring Veronica back to life. The twist ending, there was a twist ending that I liked. I always like it when I cannot see the ending coming and I don't know what, I always think like, oh, I think I know who it is. I think it's this. And then like, I love when I'm kind of wrong about things. I love the familiarity of the characters for me because I, had watched the show so long ago and I really liked it and I really liked the show. And so like her dad, oh my God, I just love him. He's in it, and like her friends that are in it. I just really enjoyed that. I missed them, So those are the things I really liked about the book. There's only one thing I didn't like about the book, and that was that they kind of had like spoilers to things in the past. So I would recommend that if you don't like that, to make sure that you watch everything. So like I haven't watched the movie yet because I didn't know about that until after I'd started reading this already. And so I think that it gave away like something very critical about the person that was murdered in the movie. But that's okay. I don't mind. I'm still going to go back and watch the movie. I'm just telling you. Because I'm rewatching the show right now because I just am so like, now I just want to go back and watch the show again. So I am rewatching it. And then when I get to the end of the series, I'll be watching the movie. So that is the only thing I didn't like, is it kind of gave some critical information from past things in this book. And it gave a little bit too much, in my opinion. They didn't really need to go there. They didn't need to give that much information away. And so, yeah, there's one more book that I definitely will be reading in the future. Can't say how soon, though. Probably be a while from now, just because of how I like to space things out. You know me. I don't like to read things right away. I don't like to go all the way through stuff. So maybe next year I'll read the other one. So what recipes did I pair with this? Well, Veronica Mars is kind of your all-American tale. It's about people in California. These kids in the high school, they were, Veronica Mars kind of is, her and her dad are not very rich, but there's a lot of kids that are, and you have the story of the haves and the have-nots, but of course she's like extremely smart, and so she always outwits them. But I just thought, all American burgers, let's do it. So I have a burger recipe for the meat eaters, and then I also included like the best veggie burger recipe out there as well. So I have some burger recipes I'm leaving in the description of the video. And then for my nails that I connected with this, I did this one, which is kind of like, it's called Solar Flare. I thought it mixed well with, so this story is called the $1,000 tan line, and it does sort of, so in the story, there is something to do with tanning. There's a little piece that goes to do with that, but also they are in Neptune, California. And so this nail set is kind of like, it has like an ombre effect that goes, from like the pale to the darker, and it's kind of sunny, and it kind of just gave me the vibes of some kind of, I was getting beachy, sunny vibes from this one, and I'd been thinking about it for a while. Like, I got this back when I first started selling Colorstreet, so it's been a long time since I've had this, and I haven't had the right time to wear it, and it felt like it matched this book really well. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I know it probably will be not quite wonderful, but try to find something good in it. I know you all can. And hey, if there's something that I learned in 5th grade, it's that I can escape into books. It's not illegal, and it certainly isn't going to kill me. So with that, I hope you have a good one. I love you all. Hang in there. We'll get through this together, and I think I will be back next week, because I think I will probably be done with this other audiobook that I've been sort of working on here and there. We'll see. Hopefully I will be. I love you all. Hang in there, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.